Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today our team is excited to present our discussion on classroom management observation, focusing on the physical layout and rules and routines established in the senior high school classroom. Before we continue our presentation, allow me to introduce the members of this group. There are Aisya Wafiq, Aliifa Lathuuf K, Almaria Zakrie, Annisa Indah N, and Azra safirah. And next. Okay, so our first observation is about the physical design of the classroom. The physical layout implied by the teacher is a group of 6 physical layout with a U-shaped layout, leaving an empty space in the middle of the classroom, allowing the teacher to move freely. With a seating formation of 2 groups on the right, 2 groups on the left, and 2 groups at the back, and the distance between groups is not too close but also not too far. The distance between groups establishes a balance between separation for reduced distraction and proximity for effective communication. And this seating arrangement is facilitating class discussion, collaborative activities, and group work. Next. The next point is about the teacher's desk is placed in the front left corner of the classroom. While in the back of the class, the teacher places a big cupboard, and this class has big windows that students can look to the outside of the classroom, but also provide the curtain which can be used to close the window if necessary. The classroom also has several fans and air conditioner that help regulate the temperature in the classroom, preventing it from getting too hot or stagnant, and this contributes to the overall comfort of student and teacher. Next. From that several physical layout, there is the strengths of the implementation. The first one is serve as a facilitator for students to actively participate in group work, aligning with the collaborative activities embedded in the lesson plan. The physical layout designed in a U-shaped formation with 6 groups serve as a facilitator for students to actively participate in group work, aligning with the collaborative activities embedded in the lesson plan. And the second strength is help the transition between each activity, the flexibility of the seating arrangement, making it easier for students to shift from collaborative group work to individual tasks. The teacher incorporates various instructional methods, from the teacher explaining the material to the presentation on the whiteboard, group assessment, individual assessment, and presentation in front of the class collaboratively and individually. The flexibility of this seating arrangement becomes visible during transition, making it easier for students to shift from collaborative group work to individual tasks. The teacher can easily navigate the classroom. Next. Okay, next is the cupboard can be used to store classroom equipments so that keep the classroom organized and minimizing clutter. The next point is the window provides natural lighting, better vision in the classroom, and help teachers and students to save electricity usage. The presence of activity curtain allow the adjustment of natural light and can aid focus when needed. The next presentation will be explained by my friends Alma.
Okay, thank you, Nisa. So the next strength is moving around the room allows the teacher to closely monitor each group, addressing issues promptly and maintaining a positive learning environment. And the last strength is the teacher can provide more individualized support and attention to each student, addressing specific learning needs and ensuring a more personalized educational experience. Next, please. So move to the weaknesses of the implementation of physical layout. First is students sitting with their backs to the whiteboard may experience difficulty paying attention to the explanations provided by the teacher in the PowerPoint presentation. This seating arrangement makes it difficult for these students to clearly see the whiteboard, posing a hindrance to their ability to comprehend the material effectively. Moreover, it creates uncertainty for the teacher regarding whether these students are paying attention or not. And then the next weakness is placing a cupboard at the back of the classroom can make it difficult for the teachers and students to access something in the cupboard because it is blocked by students' tables and chairs. Next, please. Okay, so the next weakness is the large windows, while providing a view, could be a source of distractions for students. And then some students' position is in corners or secluded areas, hindering easy access and mobility for them. Next, we move to the solution. First one is for the problem students sitting with their backs to the whiteboard may experience difficulty paying attention to the explanation provided by the teacher. So to address this issue, we need to reconsider the classroom layout to ensure better visibility for all students, implement alternative strategies to engage those facing away from the whiteboard during presentation. We can implement a solution by instructing students to rotate their chairs toward the front of the classroom when we are presenting. And then this designed rotation time, typically at the beginning of a presentation or lecture, provides a structured routine for students to follow. Students can then return to their original sitting positions when group assessment or collaborative activities begin. The teacher can monitor the effectiveness of the solution, adjusting based on student feedback to create a positive and inclusive learning environment. The next topic will be explained by Azra.
Okay, so the next issue is that placing a cupboard at the back of the classroom can make it difficult for teachers and students to access something in that cupboard because it is blocked by student tables and chairs. And to address this issue, we consider repositioning the cupboard to a more accessible area in the classroom, ensuring both teachers and students can easily reach materials without obstructions. Additionally, organizing essential items near the front of the room or in designated accessible storage spaces can enhance efficiency during learning activities. And the last issue is that the large windows, while providing a view, could be a source of distraction for students. And to address this issue, we maximizing the window blinds or curtains during focused learning activities. Additionally, we can strategically arrange seating to minimize direct line of sight to the windows, then teach students to use curtains responsibly to minimize distraction and optimize focus during lessons. And the next topic is the roles and routines. So how the classroom management aspects are implemented in the classroom. The teacher establishes a welcoming atmosphere through greetings and prayers, checks attendance, and assesses students' nationalism. Instruction includes reviewing previous material, setting learning objective, and conducting assessment, both informative and summative. Group and individual presentation, discussion, and feedback session promote collaborations and communication skills. It's breaking activities and reflections support positive classroom culture, and the class ends with a closing prayer and farewell. Overall, these elements collectively enhance teacher-student relationship, engagement, and the overall learning experience. Next is the strength of implementation of the rules and routines in the classroom. The first one is that greetings, prayers, and farewells contribute to a positive and welcoming classroom atmosphere, fostering a sense of community and connection. The second one is that checking attendance, questioning previous material, and explaining learning objective creates a structured routine, helping students know what to expect, which can enhance their sense of security and predictability. Next slide, please. The third one is that nationalist activities by teachers play a very important role in ensuring that students have a spirit of nationalism. This can foster a sense of love for the country and provide positive energy so that they can implement forms of nationalism in learning. And the fourth one is that recalling learning material, conveying learning objective, and explaining core material are the most important things for teachers to do so that students can understand the learning objective and at the same time remember more strongly the material presented. And the next slide will be explained by my partner.
Okay, for the next point, their student presentation activities have a positive impact because student will be able to be actively involved in learning activities, and student may be able to think actively, so they will be understand more about the learning material. And then for the next point, there's evaluation for learning material is also needed, so the student can reflect on the learning material and remember what they have learned. Student can ask questions about material they have not understood in order to be better understanding. For the last time, there is providing entertainment and praying together after learning activities is also necessary to improve students' mood because as we know that a lot of students feel dizzy from studying, so a moment's entertainment can make them happy again. And for prayer, this is necessary because it becomes a symbol of citizens who believe in God. For the next point, there's rules and routine, the weaknesses of the implementation. Strict adherence to routine may limit flexibility in responding to the dynamic needs of the class. And then for the next one, group activities in the form of presentation often do not involve all the students, but only a few students are often active, so this need to be considered by the teacher. For the next slide, will be presented by my friend Aliifa.
All right, so move on to the next sequences of implementation. We have conducting summative tests in every session can affect the student to focus fully on only the test preparation. And it can potentially make the student missing out a deeper understanding because they only focus on their answer. And it's not really deep on their critical thinking skills that come from parent teaching methods. And the next weaknesses is larger groups, which is about 6 members per group and may experience difficulties in coordinating the design ideas based on the group activity, the design of advertisement poster. It can potentially resulting in unequal contributions and a less cohesive final product. And next is the presentation for a single design advertisement might suffer from an imbalance with one or two individuals dominating the delivery. And next is the ice breaking, or the icebreaker might miss the opportunity to establish a positive on the engaging atmosphere during the session because the ice breaking was done in the end of the class. So what would we do if we were a teacher? The solution for the first weakness, the strict adherence to routines might limit flexibility in responding to the dynamic needs of the class. So we would communicate to students that the schedule is flexible and the desired times for flexibility and we will be built into the schedule and allowing for extended discussion or further exploration of topic. And we also provide feedback from students that will be actively sought to inform any necessary adjustment. And we proactively decided specific time slots within the schedule for flexibility, and the periods could be used for the extended discussion, student-led inquiries, or further exploration of topic based on class interest and needs. And next, for the next weakness, the overemphasis on summative testing. We can diversify assessment methods by integrate formative assessment, quizzes, and interactive activities to assess understanding. And we balance approach by combining testing with project-based assessment, discussion, and real-world application to foster a more holistic learning experience. And the next is incompatibility of group size with design task, design foster task. So we do the optimal. We make the optimal group size by restructure groups for the design task to 2 until 3 members only for better collaboration and efficiency. So the design or the ideas can be smaller and there's not much ideas come from the group. And next, clear roles. We assign the student to specific responsibilities to each member to ensure equal participation and a cohesive final product. Next is an urban dominance in design advertisement presentation. So we also give the role assignments. So by doing a clearly defining roles for each presenter during the design advertisement presentation, and we also share or give a structure format to the student by implement a structure presentation format by sharing about the format for their presentation so that each member can contribute to a different aspect of the design, and we can ensure that it's a well-rounded overview. And next is inconspicuous and lab ice-breaking activities. So we can do the early integration by placing the ice-breaking activities in the middle of the session to create a positive and engaging atmosphere from the start in the middle of the student study activity. And next is the relevance to the content. So if we are the teacher, we try our best to align the icebreaker with the session content to establish a connection between the activity and the material that being presented. So this can ensure a smooth transition into the main content while fostering a positive group dynamic they advertise. And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for attention. And Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.